and welcome to our proms concert. Who feels like a celebration? Oh, sorry, come on. Who feels like a celebration? That's a bit more like it. This is Hooked on Proms Basingstoke. And it's wonderful to have you all here this evening. The proms is basically a celebration of music. Classical and light-hearted. It's all about having fun. And that is what we will be doing tonight. There will be lots of noise, just to warn you, especially in the second half. So if you are of a nervous disposition, boo! You've been warned. A few warm welcomes to our guests. We welcome His Worship the Mayor and guest, and I believe Mrs. Mayor as well. Lovely to have you with us this evening. I hope you'll enjoy your evening. And welcome to our guest players. Lovely to have you playing with us. Most importantly of all, welcome to you lot out there, the audience, because without you, we wouldn't be playing to an audience, and we'd be just having a jamming session. You've just heard the piece Death or Glory. This was featured in the film Brassed Off, and it was written by R.B. Hall. So the next piece that we're going to play is from Aspects of Love, written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, who I believe has got local connections. Shame he couldn't be here tonight. We did ask him, but he had a better engagement, unfortunately. But yes, love changes everything. And this features one of our up-and-coming cornet players. Our principal cornet player, Kim Smith, will be doing solo in this piece. So this is Love Changes Everything from Aspects of Love. everything. And let's give Kim a special round of applause. Well done, Kim. Excellent. I'm just referring to my notes to tell me what the next piece is. Right, the next piece is, I think it's Bring Him Home. Yes, this features another solo from Jan Laity Williams. Apparently Jan has been playing ever since she was a child. So that was only the other day, wasn't it? This is Alfie Ball and of course Michael Ball have recently made this famous in the West End. It's Bring Him Home from Les Miserables. And your soloist is Jan Williams. huge round of applause. Well done, Jan. I'm sure that brought an eye to our tear and it was absolutely brilliantly played. So thank you, Jan. Excellent. Wow, what can we say about this next item? Plenty. Within the band, we now have a group of very enthusiastic drummers. This is the Cavalier Drummers, and some of the finance for this was provided by His Worship the Mayor, apparently. And this group has been set up by Andy Stead, our Assistant Music Director, and he's got together a load of drummers who want to make a lot of noise. So anybody with a nervous disposition, if you want to put your earplug... No! Okay, this will be quite noisy. It's three pieces all joined together. The first piece is The Great Escape, also arranged by Andy. He's very multi-talented, is our Andy. And this will run straight into Highland Solo or Highland Item from the Cavalier Drummers. And it will then be followed by Highland Cathedral. Now in Highland Cathedral you'll hear a quiet section played by the trombones. Just imagine you're on a distant hillside and you've got the music very gradually fading in, and that's what will happen with that particular piece. So you've got the three pieces all joined together, featuring the Basingstoke Cavalier Drummers as part of Basingstoke Silver Band. that was the Cavalier Drummers. And let's give them a big round of applause. And the Cavalier Drummers, we have Rod, Dave, John, Rob, Kim, Gareth and Rob. Don't miss anybody out. Uncle Tom probably and all here. But well done, Cavalier Drummers. Excellent. This next piece, I was introduced to this about 5 years ago by Becky, and she said, how do you fancy doing this at an up-and-coming concert? I said, I'll give it a go. You send it to me as an MP3 file, and we'll see what happens. Well, it's a lovely, reflective piece of music from Peter Pan, and it's called Second Star to the Right. And I will be doing this as a trombone solo. This is arranged by Christopher Bond from the Disney film Peter Pan. So this is Second Star to the Right. That was Second Star to the Right from Peter Pan. Now, the next piece, I believe, is a favourite of our president, who was Anne Moore. And it's like many marches, a march has a construction to it. You have lots of different pieces of music all joined together, and there's lots of repetition in the music. I wonder whether Dominic Cummings, Tory MP who was disgraced, was actually thinking about this music when he was heading towards Barnard Star to see if his eyes are working. I should have lent him my white stick, shouldn't I? This is a Barnard Star. We've been playing this for years, and then we put it away for a while and brought it back out again. So I hope you'll enjoy Barnard Star. That was Barnard Starr. Am I right in saying we have a small presentation at this point? Is that correct? A little bunch of something or other? Anne has been a friend of Basingstoke Silver Band and indeed a player of Basingstoke Silver Band for a number of years. And when Anne started playing, she thought it'd be really great to teach up-and-coming musicians in how to play brass instruments. And for a number of years, Anne has been doing that. Some of the evidence of Anne's teaching you've already heard this evening with the excellent solo from Kim. So, a small thank you from us, Anne, for the years of service you've given to us as Basingstoke Silver Band. Thank you. I have a feeling we're coming towards the end of the first half, and this is a piece which was written for an African setup. It's become very familiar to us this summer, partly because we've played it quite a few times, but also because it just happens to be called Rain. After this, there will be an interval for about 20 minutes where you can consume and imbibe in refreshments, and please dig generously into your pockets for any small... Oh, yes. Sorry, Okay, the next piece, I'll jump ahead, sorry about that. The next piece was made famous by Joy Adamson in her quest to free, at least to hand rear some tigers in Africa. And Andy Williams put this to music, he wrote some words for it. The actual original music was written by John Barry, and this features a lovely horn section at the beginning, bringing us dramatically into the piece that we're now going to hear, which is Born Free. announcement I made about 5 minutes ago. I discovered the only thing worse than raining cats and dogs is hailing taxis. And last week it was Japanese car parts flying everywhere. It's raining dats and cogs. The jokes are free, by the way, but the raffle tickets are not. So please dig deeply into your pockets in the interval, and any small change, like say a £10 note or something or other, we'd be very happy to receive, because it goes back in towards the band profits. That means updating the music, updating the uniforms, and the general maintenance of instruments. So it does go back into the band. So thank you so much, and let's have music now called Rain.
Thank you.